Now we are going to study the topic from refraction of light at curved surfaces, that is lens formula. Now here I have taken convex lens. To derive the lens formula, here I have taken the convex lens. Yes. Now, so on the principal axis, here we have the object on the one side of the lens. So here I mentioned that as a O dash, and another side of the lens the image is formed I dash. So how the image is formed here? Yes, here when we draw the ray diagrams from this object, we'll get the image on the other side of the lens. So here, now when the ray is parallel to the principal axis, after retraction it passes through the focus, and when the light ray passes from the point P, focal point, so the ray will not deviate. Yes, so here P represents the pole or optic center, F1, F2 are the focal points. Yes, so here the ray starting at O dash and moving parallel to the principal axis, which falls on the lens, should pass through the focal point F1, right? So to locate the point of image I dash for the object point O dash, we have to consider another ray that passes through the optic center P. And we know that any ray passing through the optic center P will not deviate. Yes. Now, the ray starting from O dash and passing through the optic center P will meet the refracted ray at point I dash. Yes, this ray is meet at the refracted ray I dash. So these two rays are meet at one point. We are seeing that point as a I dash. So this point is the image of the point O dash of the object. So this two lines are intersecting point. We are considering that as a I dash, and that point is a image of the point O dash of the object. And similarly, the image of the point O, this, on the principal axis is formed at point I on the other side of the lens, right? So we get the inverted image, that is I dash. So I dash is the inverted image of object O dash. Yes. Now here we measure the every distance from the pole. So here from P to O, when we measure this distance on the principal axis, this distance is known as object distance. From P to O, the distance is known as object distance, and it is represented with small u. Yes, and from the pole to the image, the distance is known as image distance, and it is represented with v. Yes, and P to F1. So this distance is known as focal length. So here PO, PI and PF1 are the object distance, image distance and focal length. So from this we can see that the triangles P dash F1, here you can observe the triangles P dash F1 is one of the triangle, and triangle F1 I dash. So these are the similar triangles here. Yes. So from this we can write these two are similar triangles we are seeing. So we can say that the P dash is equals to I dash, and Pf1 equals to F1I. Right? So these lines are equal here. So we can write here P dash by I dash equals to Pf1 by F1I. So take this as equation 1 here. So how we measure the distance from the focal point to image point? How can we calculate the F1I distance? Yes. So we measure the distance of F1I from the pole to the image distance minus pole to the focal distance. That means Pi minus Pf1. Then we'll get the distance between F1 to I. So we can write simply F1I equals to Pi minus Pf1. Yes, now substitute this value in the equation 1. We get P dash by I dash equals to Pf1 by Pi minus Pf1. Instead of F1I, we are writing this value. So now take this as the equation 2. And here we have the another similar triangles. Those are O dash P and P I dash. These two are also similar triangles here. So from this we can write O dash equals to I dash. Yes, so these two lines are similar here. Yes, so these two distances are similar. And we can write the distance of PO is equals to the distance of PI. So from this we can write O dash by I dash equals to PO by PI. So you can observe in this figure the distance O dash here. The O dash height is equals to P dash height. Yes. So from this we can write O dash equals to P dash. Now substitute this O dash equals to P dash in this above equation. So we'll get here P dash by I dash equals to PO by PI. Now take this as equation 3. Here we go the equation 2 and 3. Observe the equation 2 and 3. Here from these two equations, the LHS parts are equal. P dash by I dash in equation 2 and equation 3 also have here P dash by I dash. So here LHS are equal. So then RHS are also equal. So from this we can write, from this second equation and third equation we get PO by PI equals to PF1 by PI minus PF1. Yes, so here I'll write clearly. Now see here, the equation 2 and equation 3 we are equating now because the LHS parts are equal. So now we are equating the RHS parts also. So here from this we can write PO by PI equals to PF1 by PI minus PF1. So from this we can write PI by PO equals to PI minus PF1 by PF1. Here I am changing the terms here, right? So now here PI by PO equals to, we can write PI by PF1 minus PF1 by PF1. So here this PF1 will get cancelled. So the remaining part here, Pi by PO equals to Pi by PF1 minus 1. Yes? Now, here I want to divide this equation by Pi. So then what we'll get? Now look at here. We got here Pi by PO equals to Pi by PF1 minus I. Now divide this equation by Pi. So we get here Pi by PO. Yes, by Pi. And here Pi by PF1 by Pi and minus 1 by Pi. So Pi gets cancelled and Pi gets cancelled. So we'll get here 1 by PO equals to 1 by PF1 minus 1 by Pi. So from this we can write here 1 by PF1 equals to 1 by PO plus 1 by Pi. Yes, so here this equation is derived for a particular case of the object while using a convex lens. Yes, while using a convex lens. So to convert this into a general equation, we need to use a sign convention. Now this equation is derived for a particular case of the object while using a convex lens only. So to convert this into a general equation, we need to use a sign conventions. Yes. So here we got this equation 1 by PO plus 1 by Pi equals to 1 by PF1. So this is used for convex lens. Now after applying the sign convention, so according to the sign conventions, we know the distance from P to O is known as object distance, that is denoted with U, and the distance from P to I is known as image distance, it is denoted with V, and the distance of P to F1, that is focal length, it is denoted with small f. Yes, so here we measure the every distance from the pole. On the principal axis we measure the distance from the pole. Yes, so here according to the incident ray we are measure the distances from the pole. So here the direction of the incident ray and this distance of object distance is those are opposite side. Here we measure the object distance in this direction and the incident ray is in this direction. So these two are in opposite direction. So here we have to take PO equals to minus U. And the measuring of the image distance is in the direction of incident ray. So that's why here we are taking Pi equals to V. And similarly PF1 equals to F. Now substitute these values in the above equation. Right? So there we got 1 by PO plus 1 by Pi equals to 1 by PF1. Yes, so from this we can write, here I'll write, so 1 by PO plus 1 by Pi equals to 1 by PF1. Now we are substituting the values. So 1 by PO. PO is a minus U. And next 1 by PI. PI equals to V. And 1 by PF1. This is 1 by F. Right? So here we can write 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to 1 by F. So this equation is called Lenz's formula. Yes, it can be used for any lens. But remember to use the sign convention while using this equation. We have to use a sign convention here. Yes, this is used for any lens.